So welcome first time viewers and subscribers to the Kenny Hack. Trying something new here today. This here's the image I'm working on. You'll see my speed now is 250 and 60. I switched over to the empirical system, which is just inches and feet. I was having some resolution issues where I'd start get banding across the image, and if you see it's like some slightly diagonal stripes going across your printed image, that's all due to your resolution not lining up. I'll maybe make another video kind of going over just that. But what I got going today is a new technique on canvas. You might have seen my previous video where I put the Kenny Hack on canvas, and I could kind of burn. It looked like kind of a brownish tint to it. It was hard to get a black image. So here's what I got going today. This is like my first test through it. Initially, I was going to see how it turned out before I decided to make a video, but I'm about a third of the way through the project, and it's going so well, I figured I might as well just start making a video on this process right now. So, I'm about, you can see, about 40% through. This is I got the native resolution. The original image I got set to 600 dpi. I set my cutting resolution to 300 dpi. I find that if you keep your resolution that you're cutting at around half of what the native resolution is, you cut the speed in half and the image will come out darker. You're basically putting 2 rows of resolution per one pass of the laser, and it makes the laser burn darker. Once again, that might be another video that I'll put out trying to kind of explain that better. It's taken me several weeks of trying different things to kind of figure this stuff out, and it's too much to put in this video. But this is this is on canvas, no paint. This is just bare canvas. It's actually a pre-primed canvas. I took the canvas off the stretcher board and flipped it over. Went to the unprimed side. So this is just basic cotton canvas. There's no primer on it, except for just the bare cotton didn't burn very well. So I put a layer of the 10% Kenny Hack solution on it. Just put a nice even coat. Blew dry it off, so it's all dry. It does kind of slightly stain the canvas a light tan, even the 10% solution, but you can see where it's at in the image right now, and it's looking perfect. You can see the edge is kind of really black. That's because I went over the edge a couple times trying to get my power settings right. Like initially, this was just going to be a test board. I just wanted to see if I could find the right power to run. And you can see I'm still running. That's 250 inches per minute, which is just a little bit over 6,000 millimeters per minute. It's like 6,100. Like I said, I switched to inches instead of millimeters it made it easier to figure out the resolution problems I was having with getting the banding across the image. But I was like, I had this thing running for the last hour or so and come out to check on it, and I couldn't be more amazed on how good the quality's coming out. So no more painting canvas black. and stripping the paint off, creating all the fumes, all the dust, just making it, you know, I'm working on a big fume hood, so I could do painted canvas work because the stench is so bad. Like, if you don't have a good ventilation system, you can't hardly do that stuff indoors. It's gonna just fume out the whole area. This does have a slight odor to it, slightly more than burning wood, but it's just like a very slight smell of burning material, but nothing compared to what it is to burning off paint. And there's no more residue that's going to get everywhere and, you know, have to clean up after it. So if you want to try this, go out and buy the cheap pack of canvas from like Hobby Lobby, Michaels, Walmart carries them. You can get like 8 packs, 10 packs for like $8 or $10, and you can get a good staple remover where you can pry the staples out of the back of the board without damaging the canvas. Flip the canvas over and re-staple it back to the stretcher board so it's nice and tight with the back side flipped out. And like I said, right now I'm running about 6,000 millimeters per minute, 60% power, with one coat of the 10%, my 10% solution of the Kenny Hack. The Kenny Hack, once again, just turned it in from having a tough time to burn on the canvas to making it burn really even, getting good detail work in there, getting the light tones, the dark tones. So just another great benefit and another alternative method to try instead of trying to strip black paint off. It's not going to be as black and white as what the painted canvases are, but what you lose in a little bit of darkness, the less mess, the less odor. I'm not even going to ever bother trying to do the black painted method. I think this is so much more user friendly and more consistent results, where you're not trying to constantly have to learn how to paint the canvas the same way every time and hope that your settings that you used before come out the same way. You should just be able to, and I have found suppliers online where you can buy unpainted, unprimed, stretched duck cloth canvas. It's probably not as cheap as what you can buy at Hobby Lobby and Michaels when they have them on like their big discounts where you can get like 8-10 packs for $10. It takes a little bit of labor to redo the panel, but overall it's cheaper than maybe buying the other ones that are not on sale. That'll be up to you. But I'll get back to you with once this is done and show you the final results. So the edges are going to be a little black. This was kind of my first attempt at this. It was something I really thought would work in my head, and so I gave it a try. Started off with just the bare canvas, none of the Kenny Hack solution on there. I could get it to burn, but I had to start cutting my speed way back, and I couldn't get the lower end of the scale, of the gray scale, to kind of come in. It could kind of burn the black edge into the spectrum, but struggled on the light end. But after just one layer of the Kenny Hack, you can see it's printing a very nice, even color, great detail, and I'm super happy with the results so far. So here are the final results. Like I said, first test, I think it turned out really well. It's actually probably just a shade on the too dark side. I think if I was to take a brush to it, some of the darker details might brush off slightly, which is an indication of slightly too much power. So I maybe could have went down another 5-10%. Also, since this was a demo, I didn't set the height to the 35 millimeters that's recommended from the offset of the heat sink to the surface. I was probably about 45 millimeters, 50 millimeters. So the laser point wasn't focused, probably as small as it could possibly get. That might have helped the print detail a little bit, but like I said, this was just my first attempt at this, just to see if it was possible. And for a first run, I think the results are pretty good. And maybe play around with this one still yet. Try a matte finish, a gloss finish on part of it, see which one kind of turns out better, for so in the future I know which one I want to use to seal the project. I'm still considering this just a demo piece, even though it turned out really well. I think it probably could use a few little improvements, but overall very happy with how it turned out. Please like, subscribe. It helps keep the channel going. Like to see some feedback. If you got any questions, please comment below. Just want to see if people are interested in what I'm doing and if they're learning stuff from my videos or how things are going. Thanks for watching. Get your solution to Kenny Hack made. Start trying different things with it, and let's see what we can make. Thanks for watching.